balance me here. How did Katiso Molefe get off bail? Let's start there. How did Katiso Molefe get bail? How? Like now. It's something else if he got bail like 2 years later, but not now. Now.
Paragraph 90 of the judgment. In the present matter, comma, despite the serious nature of the alleged offences, comma.
No, Mkwanazi. Where is Mkwanazi? Because no.
Where is Mkwanazi?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Kawula.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. My people, my people, my people.
Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you are well. I'm sorry, I'm just very shocked and very astounded because what is going on? We received news just now, an hour ago, that Katiso Molefe, the kingpin guy, got bail. My people, bail. The guy that is amongst the big five syndicate got bail. The guy that is behind the shooting and killing of Aman Swat and DJ Sambod, the way he killed him, is out. The dangerous man is working for it. Back to his Senton house. Now, before I tell you how much bail he was given and what the conditions are, I just want us to just quickly read what has been said by the media outlets, right? So we get it correct before I am madder than the way I'm mad now. The matter was heard today in the High Court, and the bail that he was given is apparently said to be 400,000 rand. The reason why I have a bit of a challenge with regards to that is because Katiso Molefe actually in his reply, bail condition reply, actually said he earns 200,000 rand a month, and there was a bit of like a problem there because they were trying to figure out, but you don't pay tax. And we cannot find traces of the amount that you're saying you get. So where is it coming from? How are you saying it's 200,000 rand a month, but now he gets 400,000? Obviously, he's going to afford it. It makes sense because of the 200,000 rand. But I'm so shocked. What it continues to say here is he's accused of masterminding the 2022 murder of the musician Oba, which is DJ Somebody, and two of his bodyguards. So the music producer was gunned down in Woodmead. That we definitely know. I'm shocked. I'm sorry.
There is no objective evidence before this court to show that, comma, should the appellant be granted bail, comma, this would be in conflict with the provisions of the Act, comma, as set out above.
At this point, I want to kind of figure out who this judge is. Apparently, it's said to be Judge Brad Wanless. Brad Wanless, we must look for him. He found that the state's opposition to bail was not substantiated. So this is the problem with our law. If it's not substantiated and you can see this person is a risk, and I don't understand, this person has a previous conviction, has been doing all these things like in a very bad, like there's overwhelming circumstantial evidence that says no in actual fact.
Footnote 29, paragraphs in square brackets 46 to TO in square brackets 71 ibid. Paragraph 91 of the judgment. Regarding the judgment of the lower court, comma, this court accepts the submissions made on behalf of the appellant in respect of the misdirections of the court are quo when refusing to grant the appellant bail.
I mean, even Mkwanazi explain what's currently going on. I understand, but for the sake of not just the families, but for the sake of South Africans who have been talking about this, like, why did you not just consider us just for a bit? It's something else if he's given bail when everything has cooled down. And I'm not saying there'll be riots or things like that, but I don't think South Africans are angry enough. I don't think we are angry enough. I don't think we understand what this means for everything that has to do with our current reality and our future reality.
In light thereof, comma, this court is entitled to set such judgment aside and replace it with the judgment and order of its own, full stop.
It says the court finds that the opposition of the state, okay, the applicant, for not being granted bail is not based on any real evidence. I don't know what that means. Any real evidence. Does it mean it's not circumstantial? Molefe, my people, actually faced 5 murder charges. This is multiple cases. They also had ballistics that were done. They connected, they linked this whole big 5 thing together. And you're telling me it's not real evidence?
Paragraph 92. Furthermore, this court finds that the opposition by the respondent to the appellant being granted bail is not based on any real evidence. Full stop. As set out by Advocate Leroux at the commencement of her address before this court, that opposition is, by the very nature of the alleged offences and the role, ROLE, which the respondent alleges the appellant played therein, circumstantial in nature. Full stop.
I don't know. I would like to hear what you have to say about it and what you think about what has currently been going on currently, because I do not understand and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, please let me know what you think and how you feel this is going to impact and affect us as a country. Because to me, that is a very confusing thing that I'm hearing today. Thank you so much for watching the video. Until next time, bye.
Paragraph 90 of the judgment. In the present matter, despite the serious nature of the alleged offences, there is no objective evidence before this court to show that, should the appellant be granted bail, this would be in conflict with the provisions of the Act, as set out above. Beg your pardon, that's where footnote 29, as I dictated earlier, should not be there, but it should be after the words refusing to grant the appellant bail. Then footnote 29, please. Continuing in the body of the judgment. In light thereof, this court is entitled to set such judgment aside and replace it with the judgment and order of its own. Full stop. Paragraph 92. Furthermore, this court finds that the opposition by the respondent to the appellant being granted bail is not based on any real evidence. Full stop. As set out by Advocate Leroux at the commencement of her address before this court, that opposition is, by the very nature of the alleged offences and the role, ROLE, which the respondent alleges the appellant played therein, circumstantial in nature. Full stop. Whilst this court accepts that a court may refuse bail to an accused on the basis of evidence of a circumstantial nature, there must be some basis, therefore without an E, which would provide that court with a foundation to draw the only reasonable inference that it would not be in the interests of justice for the accused to be released on bail. Full stop. Paragraph 93. No such evidence has been placed before this court on behalf of the respondent. Full stop. Not only are the contents of the small a answering and small s supplementary affidavits highly speculative in nature, but there is a distinct lack of real facts contained therein. Full stop. Below that, the final heading is order, and then below that, numbered paragraph 96, reads as follows. This court grants the following order, below that, numbered paragraphs. Numbered paragraph 1. The order granted in the Regional Court of Gauteng, open brackets, held at Alexandra, close brackets, comma, under case number, capital letters RC 555/2025, comma, whereby the appellant apostrophe S appellant's application for bail was dismissed, comma, is set aside and is substituted with this order, full stop. Numbered paragraph 2. The appellant is granted bail in the amount of 400,000 rand, full stop. This amount is in addition to the bail granted by the High Court of South Africa, comma, Gauteng Division, in brackets Pretoria, under case number capital letter A 112/2025 in the sum of 100,000 rand, full stop.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. My people, my people, my people.